What is going on? I am wrong. Yeah, that's right. My name is Zedmont, and I was very, very wrong. I said critter cannons suck. I know a lot of you probably think the same thing. I have changed my tune. They are op. Now, that's a huge change of position, and for that, I apologize. Now, I just finished an operation attack. I am full boost, and I will be able to absolutely crush my map with 0 losses or near 0 losses using critter cannons. You have to be booster. You have to have a lot of GBE. You don't need damage at all, but if you have GBE, these things are absolutely unstoppable. Now I'm talking about like below, say, 1050 VP. Above that, probably not. But if you pair these things with Bullit and the energy drink, no medics. There is absolutely no need for medics whatsoever. These things crush bases, and the beauty of it is, as some of you know, yesterday my endless reserves expired, so I did not have endless reserves, so I said, hey, what loads instantly? Critter cannons do. These things load in 0 seconds, and you don't need medics. So if you just finish an operation attack and you're boosted, or you're just boosting to clear your map, you don't have to wait for these things, which means you can crush your map with 0 delay. It's basically free endless reserves. So I realize they are expensive. They're $1 million gold, but they are very, very worth it. And I'm going to go, in this video, I'm going to show you a couple operation attacks that we've done, how we're doing choke point. If you're not aware, this is our task force, which is, I keep doing the dumb buttons. Okay, we are currently, where are we at on the leaderboards? We are sitting, we're at 34. Our operation's about to finish. We'll jump up somewhere near the top 10 or so. But, so we're doing choke point, and as you can tell, our operation success rate is absolutely terrible, and the reason for that is, on choke point there's 6 bases and there's only 5 of us, so, had a bad op there, bad operation here, couple bad ones lately, but overall, like 810 is about the number you want to get, somewhere in that neighborhood, because as you can see here, we're leaving Crunch behind, which is 94 points left. So I'll show you a couple attacks later on, but for now, I'm going to get straight into the critter cannons. I might even use them on NPCs, I don't know, we'll see. I'm just going to crush my map. I have not looked at my map, I'm not even going to scout. It doesn't matter if I've been taking down bases with 2 grapplers, I've been taking down bases with... It doesn't matter. Like, these things just crush everything. Now, they take a while. That's the only thing you have to be aware of, is they take a while. But the critters come out so ridiculously fast if you have the maxed one. You have to have, I believe, level 4 or level 5 in order to get 6 critters per shot. But these things, like, they just shoot so fast, and there's so many critters that even when Bullet's dead, the rocket launchers don't target the critter cannons because there's just so many critters out. And I don't know, it might have just been an anomaly last night, but so far clearing my map, it takes 0 effort. These things are like tank medic, but you don't need medics, and it's just ridiculous to watch. I'll show you another thing I've been doing lately with them, and it's more silly than ridiculous, but I mean, we've got a bunch of GBE here. What I've been doing is using my GBE to get rid of things like flamethrowers, because flamethrowers obviously get rid of critters more quickly than anything else. So let's get another bottle out just to get Bullet clearing things faster. But as you can see, Bullet is not doing most of the clearing. All he's really doing is being a glorified critter. He's standing in front of the troops and getting shot in the face. Uh-oh, I'm about to lose one. Nope, you see, like, that boom cannon was about to take out my critter cannon, and then boom, more critters came out. So these things with 0 input from me, and that's why I'm saying they're overpowered, is I've done nothing here. All I've really done is barraged a couple things at the beginning, and then they just crush the map. And when I say crush the map, I mean absolutely crushed. Like, look at this. Is Bullet even alive? Who cares? He's just like one of the gang. And look how many critters we have out. These things are just like locusts taking over. I'm going to show you here in a second once I get... I wonder if I can let Bullet die. Probably not. But what I've been doing is putting a smoke, getting everything dead, and then putting a smoke over the headquarters. I'll show you this in a second. Come on. Like, just complete locusts. And I have 140 GBE, 150 GBE. Now, what I've been, oh, it's too late. So, if Bullet is to die, throw a smoke over the headquarters, and then we'll just keep firing critters until you have thousands and thousands and thousands of critters. It's It makes me laugh. You might think it's stupid. Whatever. So this base, I'm going to clear from the left because I want to leave that shield up. I want to show you what it looks like when 1,000 critters chew through a shield, because it is ridiculous how fast they do it. I'm actually not going to use Bullit on this either. And by the way, this account is a 7-3 account, so we've got tons of GB to start. I think I start with 197 or something like that. Just getting this first shock out to get some critters rolling. And then let's get rid of the... I'm going to get rid of the shock launcher and the machine gun next to it. Hopefully. Does this guy have ice here somewhere? Guy or girl? Yeah, only one ice statue though, so... I'm just wondering why my barrage did not take out that shock launcher, that's all. Let's get rid of that shock launcher. And, like... I don't know. I'm finding these... If you disagree with me, please let me know. But... they take zero input. All you have to do is drop them and watch. And the number of critters that they come up with is just absolutely absurd, and I've really enjoyed it. We'll see if we can chew through the shield. That is an SG3, and obviously troop damage boost does nothing for critters because they're just critters. So let's see what we can do here. Trying to get that, let's get that Doom Cannon gone. But look, there's like 1,000, there probably is 50 critters out front of us, which will definitely help keep our troops alive. I've not lost anything yet. I've not really done anything. There's just lots and lots of critters. So I originally said these things were crappy and slow and terrible, but I've changed my tune. These things are ridiculous. Like, just straight up ridiculous. If I had Bullit, we'd probably be at the core by now, but I really don't want Bullit because I want to just show you all of the critters doing all of the things. What can I shock here to speed this up? Let's get rid of one of the rocket launchers. It's not, and with these things, it's not a matter of if you're going to win, it's a matter of when. Like, you will beat the base. It just comes down to that. Especially with Bullit. I mean, without a hero, we're a little bit handicapped here. Let's shock something. I think that Doom Cannon's taken out bunches of them at a time. Come on, critters. Let's go. And it's tough because I want to keep that shield up so I can show you that the critter cannons will chew through it, but I'm not sure if that's actually going to happen or not, because obviously you have no control over where the critters go. So, what can I shock next? Let's shock you. There we go. We should be in good shape now. I'm going to throw a smoke on the headquarters. I want to throw yeah, let's do that. Not quite yet, though. Come on, critters. Now, we might actually keep that shield might stay up. We'll see here in a second. Come on, shield. Stay up for me. Come on, critters. Go. Yep, keep going left. Come on. Let's put a smoke on the headquarters itself. I'm going to actually BART you out. Go away. Yep. Now, look. These things are just going to keep firing critters and keep firing critters and keep firing critters. And with about 30 seconds left, I will remove that smoke. But I gotta say, like, look, these things are shooting 6 critters at a time and just loading up that headquarters. Now, they don't ever end up coming out of the smoke. They will just build and build and build and build and build, and it is ridiculous. I don't know if they'll actually be able to chew through that entire shield in 24 seconds of the time, but watch this. Like, so many, look at this, just crushing the shield. It's just ridiculous. I don't know how many critters are there. There's got to be at least 100, probably more like 200 or 300. I don't want to someone do the math, please. But, yeah. So what's that? There's 48 critters coming out every 5 seconds or something like that. Let's have a look here. I'm not exactly sure on how often they shoot. Let's see here. Change troop. Firing time. Where is it? Doesn't show. Unit size, training time, movement speed, range, critters per burst. So it doesn't say how fast a burst is. I'd have to look it up, but I'm gonna guess we're getting somewhere in the neighborhood of 48 critters every, say, 5 seconds. So they add up very, very quickly, and they absolutely crush bases and shields. I'm gonna bring Bullit back out just because why not? And then we will drop all, or am I going to lose one there? Maybe not. There we go. Okay, so 2 hot pots. Obviously, hot pots and critter cannons do not mix so well, but when you place, oh, I missed the shock. Shucks. Let's go back to here again, and I missed the shock again. because I am not good at the game. Let's go barrage then, and I'll shock here. Now, Bullit is still pretty healthy. I find it. Oh no, he's not. He's almost dead. There we go. Come on, energy drink, bringing him back to life. Shocking. Don't ever place your shock launchers within both of them within one shock distance, by the way, especially not with a hot pot in the same area. We're gonna have a problem with that laser. Lasers and critters are not a good combo whatsoever. As you can see here, there goes the laser though. Let's drop some more critters. I don't know. I think that these things, this is essentially free endless reserves. That's my takeaway on these things. I know that I said they suck, but Lasertrons are by far the absolute worst prototype troop. And after that, I don't know, because I'm sorry, I do know. After that, these critter cannons are oops, I'm getting a notification there. Hopefully nothing that is too inappropriate. Let's I'm gonna go back and read that. What did I get here? Yes, I am not secretly communicating about anything. If anyone wants to go back and read that, he was saying that he was hoping that I'm secretly communicating with the devs about when to bring the mega event. I got no inside information on this one, guys. I'm sure it'll come at some point. Hopefully sooner than later. Don't know. Let's drop some more critters. Sorry, so back to ranking the prototype troops now that we've had all three of them. I don't think there are any more on deck, but Rainmakers by far are number one. Rainmakers were taking down leaderboard, top, absolute strongest bases in the game, unboosted. Behind that, these critter cannons are great, but they need GDE boost. So I'm going to put them as a second, and then way, way, way down in like 20th spot is the Lasertrons. Lasertrons were not good in my opinion. And that was even after playing with them for days and days and days. These things, on the other hand, I am completely surprised. I played with these quite a bit on the dev build, and just couldn't get a handle for them. I figured, no, they're no good. They're useless. And I can't speak for the lower levels. If you're HQ 20 or above, though, I highly recommend trying these. If you're lower level, please let me know if these things work for you. Obviously, grapplers are an issue, but only if you can't get critters out or bullet out or whatever you decide to do, or just shock it for the first bit. There are lots and lots of ways to get these things working for you, and they don't take any skill at all. Like, all you're seeing, I'm not doing anything fancy here. I'm just dropping them. And you see that one on the left-hand side there? I'm guessing it got hit by the shock launcher. If you're using a flag drop and you get hit by a shock launcher, your troop stops moving and requires a flare. So I'm just going to leave it there. It's kind of in a good spot. It's dropping critters at a different rate as well. That's another thing I've been playing with. I'm not 100% positive if it works or not, but what you can actually do is put a smoke on some or half of your critter cannons, and they end up firing at different rates. No, not different rates, but different intervals that way. And because otherwise what happens is if you're firing on, say, a hot pot, they all fire, you lose all of your critters, and then there's a time limit. Like right now, see how nothing's firing? So right now, during that time nothing's firing. If you've smoked half of them, they'll actually fire like A, B, as opposed to A. I hope that makes sense, but I'm not 100% positive if it works or not yet, but that seems to be a strategy with these critter cannons. Just either drop half of them at different times, or smoke them a little bit differently. I'm going to try dropping them at different times, because that obviously doesn't require using smoke. I'll give that a shot here in a second. Let's get rid of this rocket launcher. And these people's replays are going to be shaking their heads like, what the heck just happened? Partially because I have 7 boosted GDE statues, and partially because it's crazy. So down goes that. Where's Bullit even at? Like, Bullit is not a big deal in this attack. He's off gallivanting, hanging out with some lovely critter ladies, but the majority of the damage and the attack and the craziness is coming from the critter cannons, and nothing more than the critter cannons. Let's drop a critter back here. That's going to be a dead critter in a second, but I mean, let's see how long is this video. The video's at 15 minutes, 15 minutes right now. I'll show you a couple operation attacks, and then I'll do like 1 or 2 more. You don't need to see me clear my whole map because each attack is like 3 minutes of me blabbering and not a lot happening. There is not a lot of strategy with these things. All I can suggest is A, get Bullit out front, B, beware of... the grapplers that are at the back of the base are completely irrelevant because they don't matter. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Perfect. So I'll show you this at operation. We'll start with Mitra. Italian dude. The Italian stallion. I don't actually call him that. I just, every time I think of Italian man, that's the thing. Oh, look at that. I love those drops. That drop is, they call it, I think Hams calls it the gangster drop, but it is dangerous. A little bit different path than I'm, oh, that's why, because there's no, with no boom cannons here, it makes it a little bit more difficult. Come on, what do you got here? What do you got for me? Getting out of the range of the shock launcher. You're going to be in range of those rockets, though. Is he going to use 3 shocks? Yes, 3 shocks. Okay, so 3 shocks. Down it goes. Very, very nice. Different complex walks than you're probably used to. Nice drop, nice location, nice shocks. Keeps Brick alive. Sliding block, base. How? Oh, he's going to go left, I assume. Once you go left on sliding block, everything just becomes magical. The first time I saw this attack, I think was in Caesar's contest. I can't remember the name of the guy who did it. Maybe Knight something, but I love this attack. Anytime you can go left, it's fantastic. With 3 rockets on the outside, it's a little bit more difficult. You can't use all Zookas, but I don't know. Every time I see this attack, I love it. We have a couple people who do a couple different bases. We've got like 3 people who will do will do complex. We've got like 2 that do sliding block. It all depends. Obviously, when there is the extra rocket launchers on the outside, it's a different group depending on... Oh, look at this. I love this attack. It is so, so pretty. Let's speed it up to 4 times. Burning the shield, gaining GBE. The fact... anytime that you have to use hookah on an operation, like... you see a lot of low-level players using heavies when there's absolutely no need for the heavies. But in this, there actually was a good point for the heavies. And down it goes. Beautiful, beautiful attack by Mr. Petter. Again, I'm terrible at saying names. Then I opened Fang. This attack had about 12 moving pieces. There's no cannons on the right-hand side, which made this attack a little bit weird. I decided to go for Fang in 2 as opposed to Armadillo and Crunch. Let's show you what I did here. So marking the grappler because it needs to go, and I wanted my troops to focus on it in a second, using the grappler express, and then Everspark used an extra smoke here just out of caution. In a 5-person task force, you always use caution, is what I learned. And then a single tap, no need for the double tap there, rather be safe. And then the double tap afterwards, bam bam. Down goes the rocket launchers. And then next up we need to get rid of the grappler, so barraging. And you'll notice the grappler is marked, so trying to get my troops to get after the grappler. And the reason why I'm explaining my attack more than the others is I don't know what was in their heads, I know what was in my head though. So down goes the grappler, and then just getting rid of a couple sniper towers just to try and clear up a little bit bigger hole for the shield generators. Now I wish I would have noticed that this sniper right here had basically 0 health, but its health bar was hidden, it was so low, which is a little bit unfortunate because it takes out like 2 or 3 of my grenadiers. But then it's just burn the shields. Simple. Get in the right spot, stand there and wait. And then I tried to clear these mines towards the end just because there's always a couple mines hidden behind that building health statue, and so I tried to clear them just in case someone missed them. In comes Hams. Hams is the man with the craziest shocks, and this entire drop in my head I was screaming, clear the mines, clear the mines, and because I always clear mines before I drop troops, so anytime I see someone who's dropped troops and the mines have not been cleared yet, it scares me a little bit. I scare quite easily though. And then he comes in, and at this point I was confused. I will fully admit, like at this point I'm wondering where is the triangle smoke, but he beats to the sound of his own drum and decides not to use it, which again scared me. And watch this, watch his shocks. like, what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shocks, maybe? 5 or 1. Oh, he double shocked over here. Look at this. He's fast, shocked so fast he double shocked. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's 6 shocks, I think. And just crushes Fang. I think it's 1.1 million damage done easily with extra GBE to smoke his troops. Lost 20 Zukas. I actually haven't seen this attack. Charizard, please tell me I said that right, comes in, also known as Aaron, also known as David. He's actually lives quite nearby to me, or fairly nearby to me as far as the world geography goes. Let's see, no smoke landing. I mean, no flare landing. I like it. Double smoke. Loses a couple ladies there. Oh, there's the reverse triangle smoke. That for Fang, I mean, not for this one. Gonna get peeked a little bit there. That's all right. Nice shocks. Ooh, critters. I like it. Keeping critters to keep the ladies alive. I like this a lot. Very, very well done. So that shock, obviously, with the machine gun and the rocket launchers was pretty critical. Nice hit. David always, or I think David Charizard always has nice hits. There's a couple guys in this, actually all the guys in this task. I am the weakest link in this task force by a long shot. These guys know these bases far, far better than I do, and their attacks blow my mind every single day. And also, like, let's look at our intel numbers. Their intels is leaps and bounds above me. Like, I am the weakest link in this task force by far, but it's kind of nice knowing you're the weakest link because I just lean on them hugely. They do 90% of the work and I do the cleanup, which here we go. Grappler, good. I'm going to get rid of these two to start with just because shock blasters and critters are not a good combo and I want my critters to live long and prosper. I'll leave this as my last attack. I don't need, we're at a good point here and I don't want to drag this video out too much, but just please try these things, especially if you don't have Endless Reserve. If you don't have Endless Reserve, these things will help you clear your map. You will not lose any troops, very, very likely, and they only cost 1 million gold, so if you're going to lose more than 1 million gold worth of troops, these are a very, very good idea. I'm just going to keep some things shocked here. Oh, I can load up a shield again. I like it. Please, someone do the math and figure out how many critters on Dr. T stage. Let's see if I have a Dr. T stage available. I think I've already done it, but what you can actually do is just on Dr. T leave your critter cannons loading critters for like 3 minutes, especially in the early stages, and ridiculous things happen. It's amazing to see how fast they melt shields, how fast they melt headquarters. It's pretty funny. I think you'll enjoy it, and if you don't, then that's fine too. But please give them a try. I wrote them off, and I shouldn't have, so hopefully you don't make the same mistake. They're fun. Actually, I don't even know if I call them fun. They're funny. Like I don't enjoy playing them, but I enjoy watching them. If that makes any sense. Maybe that makes me more of a voyeur when it comes to this troop, but they're fun to watch, and they do ridiculous, stupid things. And anytime that I'm attacking, like 1% of my brain is thinking about the other person on the other end watching the replay, and I think when they watch this replay, they will be laughing or crying or shaking their heads or something. Like there is going to be some reaction to this attack if they watch it, and that's all I can. That's all I can ask for is just, I don't know. That's part of the reason. There's like many reasons why I play this game. Partially because it's fun, partially because I enjoy the task force portion, and I enjoy the learning and the constant evolution, but there's also the part down deep where it's like, I hope this person will watch this attack. So I will beat people at 1300 VP with one boat of Zukas, or barrage all my troops to the end, or do ridiculous things like this. So, I don't know, that might make, I hope that other people out there are doing the same sort of things and enjoying I assume that you who are subscribed to me, by the way, subscribe to Power Stone, Mr. Ryan, I'm going to put that there one more time. He's at 725 now, 26 subscribers yesterday, which is a pretty good number for an average dude with a YouTube channel, but go subscribe to him, he's a good dude. And let's get him to 1,000. It'll be magical, and he's already just blown away. So, yeah, good stuff. Anyways, just find ways to make the game fun. That's goal number one in my opinion, is keep the game fun. Let's enjoy it. Let's have fun together, and yeah, let me know how. And if you're doing silly things that make the game fun for you, please share them. I also like to flare buildings after the core explodes to see if I can guess the right building, or just silly things that do absolutely nothing for me or the game except just make it a little bit more fun. So let's see here what's gonna happen. Should I? You know what? I don't know how long does smoke last for? I don't even know the answer to that question, so I'm not gonna use another smoke for fear of. Look at that! Look how many critters are there. Now, obviously they double up, so you can't. I wish they would they wouldn't stack on top of each other, so you could see like this 8 square wide beast of critters. What was I going to ask? I was just looking at something. Oh, how long does a smoke timer even last for? I feel almost embarrassed to admit that I don't know the answer to that. But 13 seconds. So it would have been a bad thing had I have done that. Got to keep the sculptor working. Supercell, if you're watching, Sculptor Mania would be amazing. Or a second sculptor. I would pay dollars for a second sculptor. Might not be fair for the leaderboard type players. That might make them grumpy, but I would pay for it. Now look how much gold we've got. 7.3 million. Lots and lots of gold. Do I have Dr. T? Yes, I do have Dr. T. Let's try Dr. T stage 7. I don't know if this is possible with critter cannons, but we're going to give it a try. What do I need to get rid of? Let's get rid of this rocket launcher and this shock launcher. I think it's only 96 GBE to drop these things, I think. What's that? 8 times 12 sounds a lot like 96. So we should be okay as far as GBE goes. Let's do a shot. Uh-oh, I think Bullit's actually about to die here because I shocked him and he desperately needs to use his bottle. We'll find out in a second. He desperately needs to use his bottle. Makes him sound like he's an alcoholic, gotta say. But come on, critter cannons. I don't know if we can take out stage 7 or not. I tried to do it on another account that was unboosted and I failed. So maybe we might fail. We'll find out here in a second. I need Bullit to get out front. There we go. Bullit, get out front. Wreck that mortar. Come on. Now you see what I'm talking about as far as the critter cannons all firing at the same time? So I probably should smoke one of them or something, or I shouldn't have dropped them all at the same time as the glass almost falls off my desk. But there's going to be a gap here, and I don't want to smoke all of them because that would mean the end of Bullit as we know it. But I don't really need Bullit for this attack. So all he's doing is distracting a little bit right now and taking down boom cannons far faster than critter cannons could. I probably should have taken out the flamethrower and mortars instead of the rocket launchers. Oh, the rocket launchers are actually touching me up a little bit. Come on. I don't have enough GBE for a shock. What should I be doing here? Oh, Bullit's still alive. Look at that. I never even thought to check him out. Should I keep Bullit or should I use a shock or some GDE? I'm just going to see how this progresses. Come on. Bullet's dead, so there goes that opportunity. Uh-oh, this is getting into dangerous territory. Let's part you. Uh-oh, getting into low health levels over here. Let's move over into here so that we can actually health medkit. I always say health pack. I don't know. Is that from Half-Life? Do they call them medkit or health packs in Half-Life? Maybe. I don't know. Come on. Well, look at that. There's a critter stuck over in the tree. I've seen people saying they had critters stuck in the mountains and stuff, but that's the first time I've seen one stuck in the trees. A little bit of a bug there, it looks like. Poor critter. Maybe he's just a bystander? Anyways, either way, that's strange. I'm going to smoke one of these things just so I can show you what I'm talking about. So now we got that smoke. Hopefully the timing ends a little bit differently, depending on when the smoke timer expires, obviously, but desperately need a little bit more GBE here. Tempted to move left. There we go. Flamethrower's down. Now we're in good shape. Flamethrower's down. No. So, see how we got a slightly different interval now? That's what you need with these things. Just otherwise, our interval is still not all that great. Ready to watch this right about now. Nothing firing, which is not good. Like, see how long that delay is? You want to fill that delay with other critters coming out. so far I have not been able to do it, but you get the idea. Drop your crit, drop them a little bit varied or something like that, or delayed, just to get a, obviously not a Doctor T stage 7, it's not the best time to do it. Oh, we're gonna run out of time here, I think. Maybe, maybe not. Let's get rid of this mortar if we can. Come on, mortar, go away. Come on, critters. Come on, critters. We need you to... It's gonna be so close on time. Come on. Need more critters. Need more critters. No, it's not gonna get it. I'm gonna leave you on this failure. I needed to move towards the core a little bit faster. Oh, look at how close that is. No, didn't get it. Anyways, I'm Zedmont. These are critter cannons. I highly recommend you try them. I realize that's a complete backpedal, and I was wrong. I'm sorry. I will do my, I will make penance, or whatever that expression is. Try them out. You'll enjoy them. And they're free. Well, mostly free, I should say. Time-wise, they're free. I'm out. Thanks for coming in. Peace.